The 5-Minute Guide to Living Abundantly. A Gravitational Orbit Special Report. Anyone has the opportunity to attract the abundance around them, and quickly realize that any goal can be attainable. What you need is to switch your mindset. In today's video guide, you will learn how you can develop an abundance mindset. This will allow you to access all the wealth available for you. There are two types of mindsets, a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. The scarcity mindset is more focused on limits or gaps. Meanwhile, an abundance mindset is about creating opportunities and being grateful for the present moment. The best way to move from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset is to be aware of your scarcity-based thinking patterns. Start by identifying which area of your life you perceive as not being enough. That could be financial, relationships, work, social, or personal. Once you've identified the area that is the most challenging for you, reflect on what it is you want. Abundance can mean different things to different people. It is important that you have a clear understanding of what abundance means to you. Let's start by defining abundance. What does abundance in the area you've identified as challenging would look like? What are you doing now that is limiting you from accessing abundance? What can you do to change your situation? Once you've identified what you want, try to brainstorm some small actions that will lead you closer to that desire. Here's an example. Sally feels like she is unhappy in her love relationship. She would love to access an abundant love life. She wants to manifest a love relationship that is fulfilling and allowing her to be happy. What she perceives as limiting her from accessing an abundant love life is her partner who is not present for her. Instead of sitting back and feeling sorry for herself, she chooses to express her feelings to her partner by sharing with him what she needs, which is to grow closer to him. By focusing on what she wants, she is able to clearly express the need as opposed to the gap. This shift in mindset could bring the following benefits. Appreciate your life. Individuals who have an abundance mindset will appreciate more what they have, and also the people in their life. Access more opportunities. With an abundant mindset, more opportunities are revealed because you actually look for them. Decrease your daily stress. Because people with an abundance mindset are less likely to have expectations that cannot be met, this allows them to live a life that has less stress and disappointment. Reduce your anxiety. When you strongly believe that there are enough resources for everyone, you automatically trust that you can access what you need when you need it. Instead of finding yourself worrying about what you don't have, you are able to reduce your anxiety by knowing that you can manifest what you want when you need it. Take control of your life. When you live with a scarcity mindset, you are often living as a victim. Like life happens to you as opposed to you making life happen. An abundance mindset will place you in the driver's seat, and will give you more control over your life and a greater ability to create what you want to experience. Foster happier and fulfilling relationships. We tend to attract people that think like us. If you are stuck in a scarcity mindset, you will have the tendency to attract people that limit themselves. Alternatively, if you cultivate an abundance mindset, you will start manifesting relationships that are uplifting, supportive, and most of all that brings more abundance in your life. Improve your health. People who demonstrate an abundance mindset are more grateful, which is tied to better physical and psychological health. They are less likely to experience depression, anxiety, stress and other chronic diseases that are often connected to one's lifestyle. There are possible barriers in your way that stops you from accessing an abundance mindset. Here are some examples. Focusing on the gaps. A common mistake that we tend to do in a scarcity mindset is to place all our attention and energy on what is missing in our life. On the other hand, people that have an abundant life are natural at putting their energy on what they want to manifest. By switching your thoughts to be more oriented to what you want, you are painting a clear picture of what it is that you desire. By doing so, it is easier to find what you seek when you want, as opposed to what you don't want. You don't ask for help. In order to bring more abundance in your life, you need to be open to receive. And that includes receiving help from others. If it is difficult for you to say yes to someone who offers you help, you are telling the universe that you are not deserving of receiving from others. The same applies if you have a hard time asking for help. That is often a surprise to many that showing independence in our life can lead to blocking the flow of abundance. This is because, if you can't accept help from others, you can't accept a little help from the universe. In order to shift this habit to bring more abundance in your life, try to find ways to ask for help. Most people love to help. Accepting someone's help might just make their day. You are uncomfortable with compliments. Compliments are a form of receiving similar to asking for help. If you are uncomfortable with receiving compliments from others, you are demonstrating that receiving is difficult for you. This can automatically lead you to more scarcity. Try to reflect on how you behave when someone compliments you on your skills. You dwell on the past. To dwell on the past means that you spend a lot of your precious energy thinking about things that are no longer relevant. That behavior leaves you with little energy to manifest what you want in life. If you want to change or accept your past, you have to make a choice now and bring your focus back to what you can do now, to feel happier. If you want to have a more fulfilling life, ask yourself, what choice you can do right now to help you access more abundance. You often use the words don't or can't. Our vocabulary says a lot about our mindset. A person with a scarcity mindset will use many limiting words such as can't, won't, or don't. These words have the tendency to nourish a deep belief that we don't have enough, and will never be able to access what we want in life. To shift to a more abundant life, pay attention to the words you use. Catch yourself using words that set a limiting belief, and reframe them into words that empower you to do something about the situation. You envy others. When we live with a scarcity mindset, we tend to experience feelings of jealousy and envy. We will often catch ourselves looking at others and wondering why we can't have what they have. One of the thoughts you could often have is wondering why is it that everyone else has what they want, and not you. Envy is a feeling that attracts scarcity because we focus on what we don't have. It can also lead to resentment towards some people, and ruin relationships with friends and families. In order to shift to an abundance mindset, you need to start recognizing the good in your life, and stop comparing yourself with others. Start by acknowledging what it is that you like about yourself, what you like about others, or what you like about your life at the present moment. Feed a sense of urgency. Some believe that being in the present moment means to manifest everything you need now. In fact, it is demonstrated that people who feed a scarcity mindset will be more likely to focus on immediate wants. They feel the need for instant gratification, a sense of urgency that the need has to be met now. This type of behavior can be detrimental to one's life and have a negative impact on one's future. A great example is when an individual receives a sum of money that wasn't expected. Those with a scarcity mindset will have the urge to spend it right away on things that are not necessarily essentials, instead of spending on something that they really want in the present moment. It is almost as if they think the money will disappear overnight if they don't spend it now. Blame others. Do you feel like life isn't fair? Maybe you feel that a lot of the unfortunate situations you have experienced are not your fault but someone else's. If so, it might be time for you to take matters into your own hands. It is basically giving up on your power, and leaving all control of your life to external factors like another person. When you give up on your power, it leaves you with hopelessness, and inability to change your situation. One of the most common behaviors in people with an abundance mindset is their ability to take responsibility, and do something to change their situation. The points above are examples of behaviors that could be limiting you in your life. These behaviors are what we are trying to change to bring you closer to living an abundant life. Two very important points to consider are the law of abundance 2 premises. Balance and clarity. Balance. Giving and receiving in the law of abundance. It is important to understand that life is always about balance. And when we are not in balance, we are not able to manifest what we want. Balance means that you give as much as you receive. It also means that you are open to receive and open to give. Most people who are unable to attract the abundance in their life are out of balance. Signs that you are out of balance would be: you give a lot of your time and energy to others and don't do much self-care. You love giving gifts to others and are very uncomfortable when others give you something. You love helping others but refuse to ask for help because you feel you are independent. If you find yourself in those statements, you are unconsciously telling the universe that you do not deserve to receive. You are the one who blocked the flow of abundance in your life because you are not open to receive simple gifts from others. You are throwing yourself off balance by giving more than receiving. Clarity: define what you want. Knowing what you want is so important to manifest it. It is practically impossible for the universe to give you what you want if you don't know what you want. People who know exactly what they want can manifest their desires. It is sometimes easier to identify what we want by focusing on a feeling. For example, you know you don't want to be tied up financially, because you need to feel financial freedom. That feeling will be important because the more that feeling is present in your life, the more you will know that you are moving toward what you desire. It is important to understand these two premises, because it is often connected to behaviors that are subtle, and not necessarily obvious that they block you from accessing abundance in your life. You can do this. Thank you for joining us today, precious soul. We hope we have helped you on your journey to enlightenment by using the ancient practice of meditation. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more affirmations and inspirational teachings.